beautiful person. And I don't mean physically, which she is, but also internally, just a great person, someone who's become a friend, someone who like from X, you know what I'm saying? Just from exchanging comments and stuff like that on different posts. And I was like, man, hey, how you doing, man? I notice you're always in the stuff and da 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 da. Would love to meet you just to say thank you in person. And it's turned into a friendship. And for a lot of different reasons, we found out we got so many damn things in common. But I have to shut the hell up and bring her on. What's up, Lisa? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Lisa was thinking the same thing. Like, is this guy ever gonna bring me on? I thought this was for tonight. Is it for next week? Is it for tomorrow? Shut the hell up. Let's go.
Keep
The
saying the
people are
good stuff.
waiting.
Keep saying the good stuff.
How you doing, Lisa?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me.
No, no, no. Thank you, thank you. When I started doing this, when I, thought about doing this, whatever. Of course, one of the first people that I thought about was you. But I was like, how the heck am I gonna convince Lisa to actually do this, right? Because we know things that go on, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know if she's gonna actually. And to my surprise, I said, Lisa, and you immediately was like, yeah, just
For
gotta let
you,
me tell
absolutely.
me
For
how to
you,
do it, what do I
absolutely.
gotta do, what I need to set up, blah blah blah. I'm like, it's simple. I send you the link and we'll get it going. So thank you so much for agreeing to do this, and hopefully you enjoy it. And I think you will.
Absolutely.
I think you will.
Well, I love your shows anyway. So, and you're one of
Well,
my
thank you.
dearest friends. So, absolutely.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, we will know why we're here. Super fan edition. And to me, super fan, we all come in different ways, different shapes, different sizes. Um, Stay off of that, heck. Let's not get I was good, whatever. Anyways, and to me, you're the embodiment of a super fan, right? You're at these games all the time. You're involved on social media, whether it be by consuming information, watching different shows, commenting, like I said, on different people's posts, whether it be agree, disagree, whatever the case may be. We see your background, Mets, 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 Mets all
Yes.
over the
My
place,
whole my whole office at home, it's all Mets. All
right?
Mets. Yep.
So I ask, how? What happened? What made Lisa such a Met fan?
Well, it started with my grandfather in 1969. He became a season ticket holder,
Okay.
and from there, the family then it went to my father and my uncle, and I grew up going to Shea Stadium as a little girl, and absolutely fell in love with the Mets. I mean, I was always going to games as a little kid, and fell in love with Daryl and Mookie and all of them. My favorite is Gary Carter, and you're wearing number 8, so that's that's my favorite. And it was beautiful memories for me. And from there, it was just my happy place there. And when I got older, I always said I wanted to be my own season ticket holder, and eventually I did. And for the last 7 years, I have been, and I love it. And I've made friends, lifetime friends that have become family, and you're one of them. And do them. I love the Mets. They drive me crazy. Like, just the way you always say it. We love them. They drive us crazy, and I'm a complete diehard. I was born a Mets fan. Let's put it that way. So
Absolutely. Absolutely no, and yeah, yeah, we love them, but we hate them. We always gonna love
absolutely
the Mets. We particularly don't like the 2025 Mets. But who the
no.
hell can you like? How can you like that team? They made us not like them. But
And
and like
Hector,
you
every
said,
time I would say something knocking the Mets, it's not because I don't love them. I'm saying my opinion and the truth of how I felt. And a lot of people on Twitter, X, I should say, they went crazy on me. How dare you? Well, that's the way it is. I'm sorry. I don't sugarcoat stuff. That you know me. I say things the way it is. So that's
and that's why you're on Blunt Thoughts,
yeah,
right? That's why
absolutely.
you're on Blunt Thoughts. And listen, I
Absolutely.
know exactly what you mean. I go through that all the time. You can't. You're damn right. Shout out to my homie Krishna. It's definitely a toxic relationship between
Yes.
us Mets fans and the Mets
Yes.
for sure. But yeah, you can't criticize a team, a player, whatever. If you do, you're a hater. You're not a real fan. You're not this and like, no,
That's
man.
crazy. That's
You know,
crazy.
we love this team and we want them to do well. And yeah, sometimes we may get a little emotional. Sometimes we may get a little overcritical. But just as much, we get overly excited and we get overly positive sometimes too. And
Yep.
everybody's an MVP and we're the best team in the world and who the heck is
Yes.
gonna beat us? You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? And all we did was win 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
know, all we did was finally have a good June. You know, or we maybe had finally we had a winning West Coast trip, but now we're like world beaters. You know what I'm saying? So,
And
you
I'm
know what?
like you. I live at City Field. We live there. I think we have a very different experience because we are there all the time. So, you know, I think that's something we share. That you
Yeah,
know.
no, and sometimes, and I think yeah, we go, but to me, like, listen, man, if you're in front of your TV every night,
Oh, same
because
thing.
you know everybody can't go for whatever reason. I'm very fortunate.
Absolutely.
I am extremely
Absolutely.
fortunate. I say all the time. More and more, I go to games. I'm invited to games. You invite me to games. Into some of the best seats in the house. Thank you so much. I tell you all the time,
You're
and at
welcome.
least once or twice a year, you have me with you, and other people that invite me, and my boy Quays, and saying
Yep.
all of them, all of Jeffrey and
Everybody. Sure.
Patty, and people that I don't even know that sometimes say, hey, here, I can't make
Sure.
a game.
Yep.
Here's this, you know what I'm saying? So I recognize that I'm very fortunate. I'm not gonna come here and say, oh well, I'm better than you because I'm at the games or anything like
No,
that, or
never.
and I'm
Never.
not saying that that's what you're saying, but there's people that don't live in New York.
No.
But
And
they make it a
that's
point that
another
every
thing.
night they sit in front of that TV and they watch 9, 10, 11, how many innings it is for
That's another thing.
162 games a
Right.
year.
That's
You know what
another
I'm
thing,
saying?
Hector. Why I do try to post as much at a game for people that can't go. I try to give them a little experience.
Right.
That's what I like to do. So I try to get everyone involved.
No, yeah,
So
and I've noticed how much people appreciate that, Lisa.
yeah, it's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll
Mm-hmm.
post something and then somebody will comment or you'll get a DM or whatever they can be,
Mm-hmm.
and someone will say like, "Thank you so much." Like watching your
Absolutely.
stuff, it just keeps
Right.
me connected to New York. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I miss, or just me, I do videos all over the place, not just at the
Right.
games. So sometimes I'll do a video, but I'm talking about the Mets, but I'm somewhere in New York City, and people are like, oh
Right.
man, I remember that spot. Thank you so much. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was
Mm-hmm.
cool to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, not definitely for
That's fun.
sure.
I love that. That's great.
Yep, yep. But no, and I was gonna say before, you talk about how you were pretty much born into this and your family and the season
Yes.
tickets, and I'm gonna say like, yeah, I know, like I've seen the pictures of you. What is it, Jesse Orozco as a little girl,
Yes. Yes.
Gary Carter as a little girl. You know what I'm saying? I
And
seen you
Mookie.
post
Yep. Yep.
Mookie. You know what I'm saying? I seen you post the pictures, and you jumped the gun and actually mentioned your favorite player, Gary Carter, who
Yep.
I a lot of people think my favorite player is Daryl because I wear the Daryl jersey a lot too. But
Right.
no, my favorite player is also Gary Carter, which is
See?
something that you know what I mean. That as we got to know each other, we
Yeah.
got to know so many things that we have in common or
So many
similar,
things.
and
Yes.
it's like which has made our bond, our friendship, even that much better and much more fun.
One thing I'm hoping for that his number is retired. I know a lot of people say no, this and that. I would love it. That's just me.
Yeah, no, I mean, at this point, why not?
Yeah.
At this point, why not? And when you think about that '86 championship, and a lot of the guys up there now are guys from the '86 championship, and you think about the leaders of that team and so on and so forth, it's Keith Hernandez, Gary Carter.
Yep.
Gary Carter, Keith Hernandez. Now
Absolutely.
Keith is already in there. I would think the right thing to do would be to put Gary in there. Now,
Yes.
unfortunately, he wouldn't be here to enjoy it, but I'm pretty sure his family
His
would
wife,
appreciate it.
yeah, the family, absolutely.
No, no, for sure. So we'll see. We'll see. The Coens have been good about that stuff. If there's anything that they've done, is you know kind of bring it back to honoring the Mets
And if
and
you're
not the
gonna do
Brooklyn
it,
Dodgers.
you do it next year for the 40th anniversary. That's what you do.
Holy crap, Lisa! I didn't even think about that.
Imagine that.
You know what? Next year we're probably gonna get 86 centric celebrations, right?
Yeah, I'm all
The
for it.
alumni event
Yeah,
will probably be centered around 86.
they got to do
And
something. I mean,
what
absolutely.
the greatest honor would be to win another World Series, damn it,
Yeah,
40 years later.
we're only 10 years old. It's all right. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Ugh. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be
Wouldn't
nice?
that be nice? I don't
And
ask for much.
talk about 10 years old. That's another thing that we both have in common
Yes.
is our age.
Yes.
And not only our age, it's the day we were born,
Yes.
the
You're my
exact same year.
twin birthday. Yep. Yep.
Right, we might as well check on the time, see if we were born at the same damn time.
No, Hector,
But
you're older than me. You said you were born 9:30 in the morning. You're older.
did I say that? Yeah, I think I
Yes.
think I did
Remember
research
that at
that.
all times. That's right.
To make sure that I'm make sure that I'm the older one. I got you. I
I'm the younger
got you.
one.
I got you. Um, but let me ask you again, as a fan, as someone who's been going, like you said, since Shea Stadium, all that good stuff, grew up basically at Mets games at Shea Stadium, and now your adult life at Citi Field. Talk to me a little bit about your experience going as a young girl, young woman, da da da, Shea
Okay.
Stadium, the Will Ponds, the ownership, and then now the transition with the Cohens, and how that's been. But like just your experience and then any differences that you may see, good or bad,
All right.
with the ownerships throughout the years.
Shea Stadium will always be a very special place in my heart. It was like a magical place. That place rocked. Um, it's hard to explain because those were my childhood memories. So, and they were great memories. City Field, I do call my happy place. And that's really now, it's a very different experience, even the team wise. Let's say, um, being a season ticket holder is one thing, but the experience I have with all you guys as my Mets family makes it City Field a better place for me to go. If that makes sense. The team, I love the team, the players and everything. It's just after the way the team ended for the season, the last game, it left like a very bad taste in my mouth. That's just me. Next year, I'm hoping for a much better experience. And I'm hoping Steve Cohen and Stearns do the right thing. I do trust them, and this team needs help. I don't care what anybody says. The team needs help. So, um, it's Shea Stadium and City Field to me are totally two different places. It's hard to explain, but both have always given me beautiful memories, and I'm hoping one day a World Series will be won at City Field for
Wouldn't that be
everyone
nice?
to experience. For even for people that never experienced, I want them to experience it. So
No, for sure. Wouldn't that be nice?
wouldn't it?
Um, Let me ask you, as someone who went to Shea Stadium a lot and everything, once City Field was built, and you first got in there, obviously, from the outside it looked nice, whatever. Oh, new building. There was some sadness, and for some more than others. I'm sure for someone like you, and I'm sure you were there probably for the last game at Shea Stadium. Excuse me. It was a big deal. I didn't get to go to Shea. I've said it many times. I didn't get to go
Right,
to Shea Stadium a lot as a kid. I went, but not a lot. And then as I became an adult, I wasn't someone that I didn't like taking the subway, and I sure as hell wasn't
right,
getting on two subways to go to a game. I did
right.
it, but very little. So unless I was driving, I wasn't going to a game, and I wasn't someone that went into the games by myself until you know now it's been like a good 15 years ago or
Sure.
so of going to games by
Two
myself,
thousand.
and
Right.
and now I prefer going by myself.
So do
to
I.
be
So
to
do
be
I.
honest with you, you know what I'm saying?
Except
Like
with
I don't mind
newcomers.
meeting
Except with
people
newcomers.
there. Like
I
let's
know.
meet up.
Yes.
Even like personal friends and family. Like I love
Exactly.
when I'm meeting somebody up there that's driving and has no interest in me picking them up and dropping them off. Like, and not because I don't want to do that. It's just because I just like going and coming when I please. You
Like
know what
me.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you know I like to hang out after the
Absolutely.
games
Absolutely.
to stalk the players and to stalk Mendoza, as
That's
some would
right.
say.
You stalk them at their cars. Yes,
Right, you know
absolutely,
what I'm saying?
Hector.
So, I just enjoy that. But what was your impression like when
Well,
you
I'll tell you
first
a
walked into
story.
City Field
I'll
and
tell
all
you a
like the
story. When City Field was being built, my family, we were invited to go down. And this is before it opened. And it was me, my father, my uncle, and my cousins. And we all had to wear the hard hats because they were doing
oh
construction.
right, nice, wow.
And they let us see like where we were going to sit and stuff like that, and it was very exciting, like, ooh, it's all brand new, and we were all very excited. And then, but down deep inside, Porsche Stadium was all gone. It was like all the memories were gone. It was sad but exciting. And who was walking by was Fred Wilpon, and he came by and he shook our hands. He was actually very nice. But that was a fun experience. And City Field, as an adult, it's it's our happy place, and I want it to be a little happier. I need to get happier.
Yeah,
I need to
right.
get happier. Okay, let's
I'm
get
with that.
yeah.
No, but they and the reason why, because I was interested to see if you would say, because I know when it first opened and we saw it and it was like, wait a minute, okay, we're excited, new building, up to date, but whose home is this? It doesn't
That's
feel
right.
like the Mets home. It doesn't look like the Mets home.
Well, that's
You
what
know,
bothers me. That's what bothers me. When you walk in the rotunda, beautiful, but it's Jackie Robinson. I mean, okay, a lot of kids might think, "Oh, he was a Met, right?" No, no. I mean, there's no statues of. Okay, we have Seaver outside. We should
well
have
now
more.
finally,
Finally, but
right?
come on, we need a lot more. We need a lot of the Mets history in there. That,
Yeah,
don't you
and
think?
and,
I
and the
mean,
coloring, the green seeds, and it was like,
yes, I miss my orange seats. Absolutely, absolutely. What are we
right,
doing with green seats? Terrible.
right. Right,
No,
right, yeah. So I was just wondering how you felt about that, and like you said, the whole Robinson Rotunda. And listen, who doesn't want to honor Jackie Robinson, right? Like,
absolutely, 100%.
but it could have been maybe out in right field. You know what I'm saying? Or like,
It's the whole thing. It's the whole
yeah,
thing.
it's you're walking into Jackie Robinson Stadium almost. You know what I
Right.
mean? And it's like you
Absolutely.
said, like someone who doesn't know would think, oh,
Oh, he was a Met,
Jackie
right?
was a Met. Like,
Absolutely.
no.
No, no.
Oh man. Let's see. Now, I saw that someone asked before, and you've kind of hinted at it as we get through the getting to know the how Lisa became a fan. And well, let me ask you this: is it just the Mets? Does the fandom extend to other sports?
Well, I love
Oh,
the
and
New
I
York
and I know
Rangers.
this.
I love hockey. The New York Rangers. Uh, Football. I was a very big Eagles fan. I know. Don't everybody flip out. Okay.
Yeah, no.
I'm not as much anymore. I'm not as much. I'll root for the Giants and the Jets. I'm not into the football as much as I was. But yes, baseball is my love. I love baseball. The Mets are my top. But I enjoyed watching the World Series this year. I mean, I did. I love baseball. So, and there's not one team that I hate. I don't hate the Yankees. Everybody, oh, especially during the Subway Series, I think it's exciting, and yes, so of course I want to beat their ass. But um, you know, I'm just a diehard Met fan, and I always will be.
No, so you watch the World Series. Now, are you one of these fans who say, "Oh, that's it, the Mets are out of it. Baseball's done for me. I'm not watching a minute of the
No,
playoffs,"
I
which we
watched
heard
everything.
from like most Mets fans this year, and it seemed like if you at least on X, it seemed like every Mets fan was tuned in,
Quiet,
dialed into every single inning
right?
of the World Series, and I was like, "Wow." I thought nobody was gonna watch, and yeah, here we are. We're all over the
Yeah,
World Series. So you actually do
I
watch.
did.
Um,
Yes, it was especially this one was so exciting. I mean,
well,
it
I
was
was gonna ask, are you someone that is like, I'll watch because I'm a baseball fan. If I happen to be home or there's nothing else, I'm not doing anything. I'll throw the game on. It's in the
right.
background, whatever. Or are you someone like, oh no, it's the World Series, it's the playoffs, it's baseball. I'm gonna watch it. Like
Both,
what's
both. I don't make my schedule around the World Series, but if I have time, I will definitely watch it. I wanted Valdi to win very bad. I got to like him a lot during the series, and I wanted the Blue Jays to beat the Dodgers, and the way it ended was just heartbreaking. Um,
right? And right before we came on, we were talking, and,
yes,
and you asked me, and Quays was like the first person to ask me this too. And it's like, how would you have felt if that was the Mets that was in it? And I'm like, because to me it was like, oh man, it was a well played series, and it was one that even if you're just someone that puts it on in the background because you're a baseball fan and what the hell, let me throw it on and see what's going on. It captivated your attention. The
absolutely.
more the games went on and the way the games were being played, and of course, because I don't want to say David and Goliath or a little Cinderella ish, but yeah, the Blue Jays had a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And everybody, a lot of people got behind them as like, yeah, let's knock down the big bad Dodgers. And yeah,
right.
Vladdy, who doesn't like Vladdy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly, exactly.
but it was one that even if you were just casually like myself, like, and I'm a big baseball fan and I do, but like you, I'm not gonna plan my
Schedule
days
it.
around it.
Right,
You know what
exactly,
I'm saying?
exactly.
But I'll have it on. But this like it made you want to pay attention, and unfortunately, because of my schedule, sometimes I wasn't able to to really watch as much as I would have liked to.
Right.
But nah, it was a good one. And listen, somebody had to win. Unfortunately, it was the Dodgers again. Congratulations to them. I saw their celebration today. They
Yes, I
had
did
tons of
too.
fun. And I gotta be honest, man. Like, as much as I can't stand them, right? We talk about our fandom being 10 years old and 86 means we were 12 and 88.
Yeah,
And I
love the
just
time.
realized maybe about 4 years ago, and, like, I hate the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers always. Like, I hate the Dodgers. I hate the
Right,
Dodgers.
right.
And I'm like, it's not because of now. Like, I've hated the Dodgers forever, but I couldn't figure out why. Like, I don't know why it was escaping me that it
That's
was because of 88.
88. Absolutely.
They scarred me as a kid.
Yeah, yeah. And
They
it
scarred me as
left
a
your
kid.
mind, and now it came back. Absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But I don't know. Watching them today, the I don't parade, whatever the hell it was, and they're all at the Dodger Stadium and watching Yamamoto try to speak English and even Otani try to speak English and Miguel Cabrera talking to the crowd. And I was like, you know what? Good for them. What the hell? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah,
Like,
congratulations. I mean, listen, they won. They won, and they deserve it. That what can I tell you?
yeah,
I think the Blue Jays were a better team, but that doesn't really mean anything anymore. I mean, I don't know.
yeah. And I've heard that, and I'm like, were they really though?
In some
They were
ways,
a
yes.
very
Some
good
ways,
team. They
no.
were a good team, but we say they were the better team because of the way they played. But
Yeah.
before coming in, nobody was saying they
No.
were the better team, right? It was like the
Right.
Dodgers. How the hell is anybody going to beat this Dodger team with all of this
That's true.
talent?
We
So,
always said the Dodgers. Right. You're right.
I guess the talent won out, but you know who really won was the fans.
Yeah.
Got
Yep.
to watch some very good baseball, some fun baseball, some kind of throwback baseball, and a little bit of the way the Blue Jays play. I know they still hit the home run, and
How about
you
that
know,
18 inning game? Wasn't that
oh my
unbelievable?
gosh, phenomenal,
Unbelievable.
phenomenal.
See, that's
Um,
why I don't like a ghost. I don't need the ghost runners. I like old fashioned baseball. To me, play it, and then you deserve it.
yeah. Although in the regular season, I don't really mind it. It is what it is. I guess I've kind of gotten used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not someone like you said, we at the ballpark a lot. I don't go to the ballpark and I'm checking the time. Like, yo, I'm only here for a certain amount of hours. Like I didn't need the pitch clock, but it wasn't a big deal when it was introduced. And like we have to be honest, a lot of these things that people complained about have actually helped
Yeah, certain things, absolutely.
in baseball. So but I get the whole ghost runner thing. I do. I get it. But the good thing is that they don't do it in baseball. I mean, in the playoffs, and now it's like,
Yes.
why have two different set of rules in the regular season and in the playoffs? But
Right.
what are you gonna do? But I was
Absolutely.
gonna say because, and I don't know, but like for me, Lisa, like okay, 4 years ago, I realized why I hate the Dodgers. Maybe about 10 years ago, so now it got to the point where I stopped being upset at other teams and hating on other teams. You have some fun, but because my teams were inept,
Yeah,
and then I was like, no, wait a minute,
that's your team.
they're not the problem.
That's right. It's your team the problem. Right.
It's the damn Mets the problem. We're the ones out here making stupid moves. Is the
Absolutely.
damn Knicks the problem?
Yep.
We're the ones out here making stupid moves.
Yep.
Is the damn Giants the problem? Who once again are probably gonna have to fire the coach and the GM.
Yeah.
So that's when it got to the point where you know what? No, I hate my own teams for putting me through what they're putting me through. You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I gonna be upset at these other teams for being
That's
competent
right. No, you can't.
when my teams are incompetent?
Yeah. Yep. I hear you.
You know, but thankfully for us, at least we think now, like you said, and it's funny because that's one of the things I was gonna ask. Because right now, what everybody's asking is, where's the confidence level? Where's the trust level? Let's not say Steve Cohen, right? Because I think everybody's still like Steve Cohen. Yeah, there's some fans that are like, oh, Steve Cohen. Like, dude, like, come on.
Yeah.
The guys provided the resources. Like,
He's
that's all
done
he
as
can do.
much as we all want. Yeah,
That's all
absolutely.
he can do.
Yeah.
But mainly like on Stearns. You still trust David
Wait,
Stearns?
wait a second. Um.
She said, "Wait a second. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Let me explain myself here."
Um. I was extremely disappointed when the trade deadline came that he didn't do what I thought he was going to do in July. I thought he was going to get better and we would have maybe have been better. I don't know. To me, from there on, I have been very disappointed in Stearns. Let's see what happens on the off season because I'm expecting a lot from him. I am. I you have Steve Cohen. We have money, like you said. We need help. We need help, and Stearns better deliver. That's all. That's all I have to say. He better deliver. Um,
No,
this is on him.
in my
He made
opinion,
he
like
made the team. He made this team up, and the team sucked at the end. That's it.
no, the team sucked pretty much all year. Like, let's be honest.
Well, that's
We
true.
we were hoping for them to like kind of like figure it out, flip the switch like they felt like they were going to do. But the reality is, like, since what was it, June, whatever the hell it was, they
Yeah,
stunk.
13th. Yes.
They stunk. They had one of the worst record. Excuse me, one of the worst records in baseball.
Hmm.
I think they were only ended up maybe being only better than the Nationals and the White Sox. Maybe I
Right.
think maybe even the Nationals had a better record than them to
Imagine
finish out
that.
the year from
Imagine
that
that.
date on. And I don't even want to look it up because I don't want to throw up.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah,
makes me nauseous just to even think about it.
100%.
But no, this is definitely to me a pivotal off season,
It
and
sure is. It
it's
sure
all
is.
about David Stearns. He threw the coaches under the bus.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Pretty much put it all on the coaches.
Yep.
So now we're gonna see you're gonna bring all your guys in here. There are no leftovers, no Eric Chavez left over, no Jeremy Barnes left over, no Jeremy Hefner, no Danny Barnes. I don't even think he's still here. I'm not sure because there are two Barnes, one on the
Right.
hitting side, one on the pitching side.
True.
We always
True.
we forget about the Danny Barnes. I think that's his
That's
name
true.
as well.
Mm-hmm.
So now this is all his people. All the analytics driven. So we'll see. But definitely all eyes are on David Stearns. And it starts with what became official today, which is Edwin Diaz, a reliever that you do like.
Oh, 100%.
Right under there, your favorite, Adam Adestinko.
100%. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I have a special shrine for him in the
Right.
garbage pail.
Um, but it starts with making it some tough decisions on Edwin Diaz and, of course, Pete Alonso.
Well,
And
to me, Edwin Diaz has to come back. I mean, this should be. I don't care what the price is. He has to come back. How do you feel about that? I
no,
mean,
I agree. I agree. And honestly, I don't feel like this should be
no
a tough
question.
negotiation. If we
100%.
remember from last time when he was a free agent and he
One, two,
talked about
three.
how, listen, I don't want this to drag on. I
Right.
want to. I like to be here. I would like to come back. I want us to be quick. Da, da, da. And it was just that.
Right.
It was
One,
the
two,
season
three.
ended and
That
we
was
woke
it.
up the next day and
Yeah.
Edwin Diaz was a Met again. You know,
Fantastic. Right.
and I think it would go the same way right now. Like I've said this over and over. I think I even did a video, one of my morning blunts, talking about this, where, in my opinion, Edwin Diaz is opting out because it's his obligation,
Sure.
right? I don't think he would necessarily opt out on his own, but obviously his agent is going to advise him to do it. The critics, the media, indirectly is advising him to do it.
Right. It's a thing to do. That's what
You
they
know what I'm
do.
saying? The players' union is going to push him to do it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then even his family is going to say, like, yeah, hey,
See
why
what's out
not?
there. Right. Mm-hmm.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? It's the right thing to do. To me, it's something that we know there's an exclusivity window for free agents with their teams that they just played for the first 5 days. So we're in that right now
Okay.
where they can only negotiate with their own team. So Edwin Diaz can really only negotiate with the Mets. Who the hell knows what goes on
Right.
behind the scenes? But this is something that we should get announced within that window. The only thing that would hinder that, the only thing that gives you pause, the only thing that makes you wonder is the element of David Stearns and what we keep hearing and reading from everybody where, and we've seen it, where David Stearns doesn't like to invest in relievers long term. David Stearns doesn't like to invest in pitchers 30 years or older. David Stearns doesn't like to do this. David Stearns doesn't like to do that. Well, David Stearns needs to learn he's no longer in the Milwaukee Brewers with all these damn limitations.
Absolutely. And Steve Cohen should go right above that and say, absolutely not. I don't care what you think. I
She
don't
said, I
care
don't care what
what
you
the
think.
hell you think. I mean, and then I'm reading that the Yankees might be interested in him.
In Diaz as well?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I didn't read that.
Could
But
you
I haven't
imagine?
really been on X too much today.
Could you imagine that?
I could imagine
I could too.
them being interested. I don't want to imagine him
I
wearing
know.
that uniform. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah.
same way there's talk that they may be interested in Pete.
Yes. Yes.
And I don't want to imagine that either. So obviously, and listen, some people that say Diaz is the priority. Some people have put them right there, 1 and 1A. I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to say this every freaking time. This is this disclaimer. In my ignorant, arrogant, whatever the hell you want to call it, opinion, I say you sign Diaz, you sign Pete, you go get me a damn ace, whoever the hell it is, and if you're going to trade me, you trade me along with everybody else. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. 100%.
Stop playing games. You're the president of the New York mother effing Mets. Excuse
Yes.
my language, Lisa.
Yes, yes.
Not the Milwaukee Brewers. This is New York City.
Absolutely.
There's no question what kind of market team we are or we're
Exactly.
supposed to be. I know things have changed, but we're still the number one market in America. In the fucking world.
Yeah.
What the hell am I talking about?
Yeah. I totally agree with you.
So that's how I feel. You go, you get all of it done. But, again, none of this is in David Stern's MO. None of this. The Pete is not his type of player. Again, not wanting to sign pitchers. And the funny thing is, like, some of his philosophies or whatever the hell you want to call it, I do agree with. Right? Like, I don't like the super long-term deals. Truth be told, I hate
exactly.
the Juan Soto 15-year deal. I can't stand
Way
it.
too long. I thought it was way too long.
You know.
Absolutely. That's insane.
But I also understand that sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Okay.
You just got to listen. He's the one that's being labeled as boy genius. I'm the boy idiot. I don't fucking know anything. All I know how to do is talk nonsense, and I don't even know how to do that well. Right?
Unbelievable.
I can tell you what I want.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you how the hell he's gonna do it. You figure it
Exactly.
out.
That's their job. Absolutely.
Tarek Skubal becomes available. Go get him.
Get them.
Hector, who you willing to trade? Don't ask me. I'm
Yeah.
not making a damn trade.
That's their job. Let them figure it
I'll
out.
react to it once it's done.
Right.
Yeah, that's a great point, Jeffrey. And shout out to Kweisi for being on top of it. And I
Thank
said,
you,
heck, you
Freddie.
talk too much. And since you say you're an idiot, let's give you some factual information. What's up, Ant? How you doing, my guy? Ant Subway to Shea, man. How you
Hey,
doing,
Aunt.
brother? But Jeffrey makes a good point. The Mets can actually muddy Edwin Diaz's market like they did Pete Alonso last year
Oh,
by
okay.
extending the qualifying offer.
Oh, really? Okay.
And that may scare some teams off. I think sometimes there are players that are good enough that teams will look past that qualifying offer.
Right.
I think Edwin Diaz might be that kind of guy.
Yeah.
I mean, go out there and look. Who the hell are we going to replace him with? Drew Smith?
Oh,
You ready for
oh.
Drew Smith to close games?
No, I have to get my heart ready. I have to get the palpitations. No, no,
And
no.
listen,
Please don't,
Lisa,
don't do that to me.
you know, I call it the Edwin Diaz experience, right?
Yeah.
That's what we get when he goes out on the mound. We don't know who the hell we're going to
You
get
never know.
sometimes.
That's right. You hold
It could be the guy that's going to throw it to the backstop and
right.
look like, what the hell am I doing here? I've never been on the mound before.
Right. Right.
Or it could be the guy that's got
Lights out.
fire blowing out his nose and is
That's
just going to blow everybody away.
That's
We
right.
don't know. That's the Edwin
You
Diaz
never know.
experience.
You're right.
But I'll take the Edwin Diaz experience over the
Absolutely.
alternatives who are either 4 or 5 years older than him.
Yeah.
A Drew Smith, and I'm kind of just throwing his name out there, who's coming back from,
Please.
like, who the hell are we going to put in there? You're going to talk to me about Dylan Ross, who came up the last game of the season, the last 2 days of the season, never thrown a major league pitch. You got people going crazy
Please stop.
about a prospect. Oh my gosh, yeah,
No, insanity. Yeah, go ahead. Next.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
next is Edwin
absolutely.
Diaz.
Yes,
You bring his ass back. We're gonna get
100%.
Ricer Iglesias. Oh no, you know what? Maybe let's go sign his brother, Alexis Diaz, with
Okay.
his 7 ERA.
Oh, Stanek. Jeffrey
Yeah.
says,
Oh, great.
please.
Another great point by Jeffrey.
Please.
Ryan Stanek. How can we forget?
I mean, the elite
Ryan
of the
Stanek.
elite. The elite.
Richard
of the elite.
Lovelady. We bring him
Oh,
back. That's why we
right.
bring Lovelady back. As
Lovelady.
shout out to Ant on top of it.
Absolutely.
That's why we bring Lovelady back.
I mean,
As
talk about
insurance.
The elites. We got the elites. If
Oh
you
my
want heart
gosh.
problems, we got them.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Hector,
Exactly.
I always say, forget the Hyundai Club or the Clover Club. It's the Cardiac Care Club. Because
There
they're
you go.
killing us. They're killing us. What are you doing?
There you go.
Edwin Diaz must be signed. That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Now with
Um,
Pete to me is a different story. I mean, for the fans, for the fans, he has to come back. To me, he should be a Met for life. I feel though he's going to leave. I don't know why I feel that. That's just me.
I know you say you don't know why, but is that
I don't know. There is something about I don't think he's coming back. I hope I'm wrong. To me, he has to be signed.
but you think because he will be looking to go elsewhere? Or because of the David Stearns element that he's not gonna want to go over a certain amount of years and money?
I think
A
it's
combination.
that. I think he last year he was. I think he felt slighted last year that he wasn't signed right away. I think that was a big deal. And on Amazing Day when Stearns and Cohen were booed, Andy and I were sitting in the audience when that happened, and they flipped out. Right after that, they signed Pete. I think from all of us booing, that meant a lot. I don't think he was coming back. I really don't. I think he got hurt from that. I don't know. That's just me.
No, no. Listen, and Ant says if you listen to to the persons throughout the season from Alonso and Stern, it just seems that relationship was on thin ice.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, and I agree with you. P was definitely hurt. That's why I keep saying, excuse me. I don't think the only the thing that scares me the most is that Peter Alonso was upset, rightfully so. You know, to some fans, Pete should have taken that deal that he was offered way back
Yes.
when. Whatever.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't. I think he was in his right not to take that deal. It's okay, and no other offer ever came. At least not that we heard of. I'm afraid that David Stearns it is not going to want to pay the premium that Peter Alonso is going to charge the Mets
Is that what you think? Really?
for being upset because I
Yeah.
think he is upset.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And I don't blame him, to tell you
As
the
a
truth.
matter of fact, because like I said, I get lucky sometimes, and I don't even remember how. During the last homestand, I forget exactly what game it was. I was sitting by the first base line, very
Hmm.
nice seats, and all of a sudden some guy comes and sits next to me. Seats were empty, but he's there talking to the people behind me. Right, so he just sat down to get out of the way because first he started
Right.
talking to them, standing up. He sits down, minding my business, watching the game. But certain things are starting being said that I'm like, wait a minute, it's time to be nosy, you know? And one of the things this gentleman says is Pete is real upset. But the way
Really?
he's saying it is like, how do you know? What the hell
He
do
knows
you know?
something personal, right? Right.
And then he's like, yeah, but he's been talking, and the way he's been talking, he's like, yeah, I was with Brandon Sproat, and I introduced him to this guy, and he had no idea, and it was so much fun that he had no idea because he's so young. And I forget who it was. It was somebody that was in the stadium that they like from out. I think it was like a musician, a rapper, or something. I forget exactly who it was. And he's talking about, yeah, I was with this player and that player, and I'm like, but who the hell is this dude? And then he says, I was with Pete on the plane. I don't know if they were on a private plane or on a team plane. I don't know. And he said, Pete told David Stearns, I don't give a F about this jersey. You think I give a F about this jersey? Da 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 da. He said, Pete feels disrespected. And this was like, he said this happened like a couple of weeks ago. This was
Wow.
during the last homestand.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when
Wow.
as I hear this, I happen to be wearing the Peter Alonso giveaway jersey.
Okay.
I turn to him and I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, but what the F? You
Yeah.
see what I'm wearing? I don't
Right.
want to hear that shit. Like, what's going on? He's
Right.
like, nah, man, like, yo, listen, he's upset. He feels disrespected. I'm like, you work with barbers or something? Like, he's like, yeah, I do. So I
Wow.
guess he's somebody that works with. He was like, I work with barbers and Pete and the players, whatever, whatever. He was like, yeah.
Boris
He's like,
has a
but
lot
listen.
of people under him. Yeah, wow.
He was like, listen, and then the conversation kept going on, whatever. And, now I'm kind of like involved, but really trying to mind my business still. But
Yeah.
I'm into, and they asked him, but how does it P feel like about the fans in New York? He's like, no, he loves New York. He loves the fans. He just feels disrespected by
That's how
David
I
Stearns
feel.
and the front
Yes.
office. So Easy, you could come every day and talk about the market and all of this conspiracy theories and all of this garbage that you like to bring up, bro. I told you before. It doesn't matter what the hell you think. It doesn't matter what the hell I think. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter how the hell I feel. What's important is that Peter Alonso feels disrespected. So you
Yeah.
don't have to agree. You don't have to like it. You could talk to me about market and all that other nonsense. It doesn't matter.
Right.
He feels disrespected,
Right.
and that's what matters. I'm tired of the crap every night with the same shit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, if he left the Mets for that reason, I actually could understand that. I would be upset about it and heartbroken because yeah, we did wrong then. Yeah, we did wrong. That it's that's it is. It's disrespectful. It is.
So Randy, so you only want to pay him for 1 year? So Peter's only supposed to be paid for what he did in 2024. So because he had a bad year in 2024, he should feel no disrespect. But when there was nothing to cheer about with the New York Mets in 21, 22, and well, not 22, and 19,
Yeah.
you were going crazy about Pete, right? Pete was the only reason to watch. We were all talking about we got to get Pete some help. All of a sudden, Pete has a bad year. And Pete is the only player that was never supposed to turn down the first contract offer he ever got.
Hector, if it wasn't for Pete Alonso in the beginning of the season, we would have lost a lot of games. I mean, he was the one hitting the home runs.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't matter. No, it was because of Soto.
Yeah, right.
It was
100%.
because of Soto. That's
I
why
was
Pete was doing
waiting.
that.
I waited every day for absolutely.
No, but it was because of Soto that Pete was doing that. The only reason why Pete played
Uh-huh.
the way that he did this year because Juan Soto was hitting in front of him.
Okay.
That's what people will tell you.
Isn't
That's
that
what the
crazy?
MEZs in them will tell
Yeah.
you.
Right.
It had
Right.
nothing to do with Pete. Pete
Yep.
didn't put in the work. Pete didn't do any of
Crazy.
that.
Nope. Nope.
I agree. I agree, Ant. I agree. That's the only reason why Pete came back. Because Steve Cohen stepped in. And
That's
maybe
right.
that would be the only reason why he comes back again. Maybe that would be the only reason he comes back again.
Well, isn't it Cohen's? Is he the final? I mean, he has to be the final
Nobody's
decision.
talking about other teams, Easy. He feels
Yeah.
disrespected by the Mets. It's that simple. Like I don't understand with this other team crap. You only respect people if other people show them respect. There was no reason for the Mets to put him through what they put him through.
Yeah, I thought it was very wrong. I did.
There was no need for that. Why would any other team make any offers when they knew that the Mets weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and something that I think that is ignored. I think everybody knew that Pete just really wanted to be a Met as well.
Exactly.
So it's like, why are we gonna go in there and mess around when at the end of the day, all he's gonna do is go back to the Mets? And sometimes baseball plays the game, other teams play the game, and they get involved in driving market up for guys or whatever.
Right.
But hey, but this is listen, you could tell from the chat. You could tell from the chat. When people say, "Oh, I had someone earlier tell me all Met fans want Pete back."
Some
And I'm
don't.
like, I don't think you speak to enough Met fans.
No, yeah, some don't.
Because
You're
if you
right.
look at this chat, it seems like 80% of them don't 80% of this chat doesn't want him back.
Wow.
Or wants to play hardball with Pete.
Right.
It's okay to give Juan Soto the most ridiculous contract in the world,
Right. So then my question is,
but we can't give Pete.
he goes to a
God
different
forbid you
team.
overpay Pete
Right.
with a year or a couple of dollars.
Right. Who do we get then? Who do we get for first base? who?
Oh, Ryan Clifford.
Can't.
You know, everybody wants to get rid of Pete because of run prevention. Oh my God, his defense stinks.
Right.
But let's put Mark Vientos over there because we know he's going to be better.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Listen.
How about Jeff McNeil? Let's put Jeff McNeil at first base. I've heard that thrown around.
Not as a permanent first baseman, I wouldn't want it. Nope.
Carlos Santana. The only one there and it was because I wanted him at the trade deadline, not to play first base, just because I like his bat. It's Josh Naylor. But I don't want him as a replacement for Pete.
Right.
Now, if somehow Pete walks away, now listen, and I've said this a million times, I'm not out here saying you give Pete 8 years, 7 years.
That's a lot. No, that's too much. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. That's
5 years?
ridiculous.
Would you give him 5 years?
Oh my gosh. And you want to make me throw up? Rowdy Tellez. Rowdy Tellez. From Milwaukee. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Only Ant would say that. That was good.
There is no replacement. There is no replacement. There is no replacement. You know what I'm saying? The option is to bring people. This is what I don't understand, man. This is what I don't understand. When this guy first bought the team, none of this was ever supposed to be an option. Now all of a
Right.
sudden,
Yeah.
everybody wants to be fiscally responsible for Steve Cohen.
Yeah, right.
When he
That's
bought the team, and I was saying, yo, guys, this guy did not become a billionaire by throwing stupid money away. No, there is no replacement. You could talk about going a different direction. Who the hell is going to come in and get you 35 plus home runs and 120 plus RBIs? I'll wait.
yeah.
Who's
Keep
going to
going.
do that by themselves? Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber's not a replacement. He's not going to play first base. And you should be able to add Kyle Schwarber. And of course, everybody's replaceable, guys. Of course, everybody's replaceable. I'm going to get literal now.
Get literal, Hector.
They're getting. Oh my God. Anybody's replaceable. No, duh. We're all replaceable.
Yes, it's just he's a big deal with the fans. He really is. He really is. But like you said, yeah, everybody is replaceable. But that would be a very big loss, like you just said. Home runs,
Apparently not.
RBIs.
Apparently not. Because we know that all of these prospects
Oh, please
are
stop.
going to be able to come up and be greats.
That's right.
And we're going to be able to bring in whoever the hell you want to bring and be positive
Uh huh.
that they'll be able to perform in New York.
That's all we. That's how we answer everything.
Right? Because doesn't that always happen?
Always
Guys come in here
the farm
and
system.
dominate New York,
Yep. Absolutely.
right?
Always.
That's why we should bring back Ryan Helsley, right? Because anybody can be a play in New York.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're right.
So can people be replaced? Yeah. Yeah. You could do like the Yankees did, and they lost Soto. Oh, but the Yankees, look at the pivot. Look at the pivot that the Yankees made. And they were able to sign 6 guys.
Yeah, and they got into the wild card, and they have Aaron Judge. They have we,
They were in the
I
World
don't know.
Series with Juan Soto the year before though.
I know that. I know that. Well,
But
listen,
they made a great pivot.
without Juan Soto, they wouldn't have got into the World Series with that home run that he did. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're right.
When Pete comes back and snipes another. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Anyways. When Francisco Lindor has 25 errors because he can't reach the ball to first base, we're gonna remember this conversation as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
because we're only gonna talk about Alonso's throwing, but we're not gonna talk about how he saves these guys. You know what I'm saying? But anyway,
Oh,
this is why I didn't even bring him up yesterday with Randy because I knew Randy was gonna drive me crazy.
oh. So you're
And the
waiting for
whole
me?
The hope, no, the hope. I don't even want to talk about Pete no more. I don't even want to talk about Pete no more.
Let's go. Let's go to something else.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's
Yeah.
people. And no, I just mean like in general.
Yeah.
Because this is where it leads to.
Exactly.
People want
I
to
can't.
focus on all of Pete is the only guy that we got to focus on all his flaws. Every other player is perfect, but we're gonna talk about all of Pete's flaws. Anyways, whatever. When Lisa looks at the New York Mets, and someone asked before, what did Lisa think of the 2025 Mets? I think we know what Lisa thinks about the 2025 Mets. But what Lisa, as we get ready to wrap this up, because Lisa's a working lady, ladies and gentlemen. We're not gonna keep Lisa here all
Yes, I'm
night like we do
working
other
late.
people.
Yep.
Yes, Ken, your posts are ignored. What do you want from me, Ken? What do you want? What do you want, Ken? You always want a special hello. Hello, Ken. How you doing? What the hell do
Hi,
you want?
Ken. Hi, Ken.
I like messing with Ken because Ken is always messing with me. Ken and them easy. They like messing with me. But Ken even comments later on. I wake up the next day and there's
It
comments
keeps
from Ken.
going.
Yeah, driving me nuts. Yeah, I love Ken. Um, how about that?
I'll tell you who my favorite. Tyrone Taylor.
Tyrone Taylor.
Absolutely.
Don't tell him easy that.
I love him.
I don't know if I have a favorite player from the 2025 team. Not in 2025, Darren. Not in 2025. Shout out to my guy, Darren. Not in 2025, Vientos wasn't my favorite player. He pissed me off just as much as anybody.
Oh,
2025. Did I have a favorite player in 2025? No,
it
I don't think
happens.
I did.
It happens.
I don't think I did. Off the top of my head right now, I can't think of a player that I got excited for in 2025. They all
And
pissed
isn't
me
that
off.
funny, Hector? Because in 2024, to me, the team was like a gift. It was like a beautiful gift. They all gelled together. We had the best time. And then in 2025, it just like, what happened? What happened? It wasn't like that mesh. I don't know. Okay, we didn't get Iglesias back, fine, and he was a big deal. I know he's not the best player, but he was a good player, and the team loves him, and the Mets they still loved him. Oh, so someone going nuts, but
No, no. I'm, I'm laughing at who said Austin Warren and all of the Taxi Squad. Yeah, those were my favorite Mets. Those were my favorite Mets. No Mets flicks, CP's dad. I don't give a damn, but because of the 30-30, that makes him my favorite Met? Nah.
no,
Because it
no,
almost went 40-40.
no,
Soto's fantasy year. That the only thing Soto's year was good for was fantasy. If you had him on your fantasy team, you might have had a good year with Juan Soto.
right.
On the New York Mets, all he did was frustrate me. I didn't care about Lindor's 30-30-30 and 23. Brandon Nimmo's fucking 27, 25 career high home runs. I didn't give a shit. Peter
Right.
Alonso 40 plus home runs. I didn't give a damn. We sucked.
Yeah.
We sucked. That's that. So just because these guys had great individual seasons, especially and you could call it hate. You could call it hate all you want. But you're around my same age. I would think you're a better fan than that. I would think you know better than that. That it's okay to criticize a player. It's okay to say, "Yo, we love you, Juan Soto. We wanted you here, but your start was a little slow." It's okay to say your numbers in running and scoring position weren't good. And I know he wasn't the only one.
Right. When you're making that type of money, I expect a lot from you. And
And to me, it's not even the money, Lisa. It's your resume. It's
that
his
too, though,
resume.
Hector. But when you're making that, it's certain type. I'm expecting, and maybe I was wrong. Yeah, I expected a lot from him. I don't know. Yes. Then he started his bat in
I didn't think we
August.
signed Kenny Lofton. I'm sorry.
Right.
I didn't think we signed Kenny Lofton to come here and steal 41 bases or whatever the fuck bases he stole.
Right.
I thought we signed you to be an impact,
Hmm.
to be a game changer. How many games did Juan Soto change? See, we wanted to dismiss Pete Alonso, right? We want to dismiss Pete Alonso, talk about his throwing and all of this nonsense. But when we talk about impact, nobody had a bigger impact offensively on the Mets in 2025 than Pete Alonso.
A hundred
But
percent.
but I'm supposed to hang on to Juan Soto's year because he hit 41 home runs and stole 37 bases, 38 bases, whatever the fuck he did. 30 home runs were probably solo out of the 41. 25 of them came when the score was either 4 runs down or up.
No, you're
So no,
right.
Soto's got to be my favorite player in 2025. Give me a fucking break. Give me a break. None of them were my favorite players in 2025. I can't stand the 2025 Mets. Can't stand them. How the hell did this become this kind of show? This is a fan show. This is supposed to be about Lisa.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus Christ.
This is what happens.
Unbelievable.
That's all right. That's all right.
Unbelievable. Sacrifices of being a fan is dealing with knuckleheads. Me being knucklehead number one. Me being knucklehead
You're the
number
leader,
one.
Hector. You're the leader.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Yes.
Yeah,
But what
we
do you
might
want to see from
we
this
might
off
have
season? What are
hated
you
it.
looking to see from this off season?
What am I looking to see for this off season?
I wish I
Pitching.
was on Boris' payroll. I wouldn't be here talking shit to you guys. I tell you that
Yeah.
much. Who you think I am? John Heyman? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Uh,
Oh my gosh. But no, what is Lisa looking for from this off season?
I have no idea, but I want great players. I want the bullpen to be better. Uh, Starting pitching. Do we need a new? We need a starting pitcher. We need better in the bullpen. We need a little bit of everything. I don't know, Hector, but Stearns better. He better do the right thing. And don't get these people that we never heard of. Like who is this guy? Who is this? I mean, I don't know. I just.
You mean you didn't know who
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Jeff Albert was? Or who Justin Willard is?
Right, right.
You didn't know, Lisa? What
I
kind of
didn't
fan are
know.
you?
I'm
What kind of
terrible.
fan are
I'm a
you?
terrible fan.
Me too.
Me too. Terrible. I just put stuff on my walls for nothing.
You know? But whatever.
Oh my God.
Um, you know what, Mets flicks? Then I guess you can't be on Blunt Thoughts. You can't be on Blunt Thoughts. You keep asking about being on Blunt Thoughts. You can't be on Blunt Thoughts. Because if the only way to be able to criticize or talk shit, how you want to call it, is to make Soto money and hit 30-30, then none of us should be able to criticize or talk, right? But I'm pretty sure there are players and things that you criticize. But let's point the finger at Hector because he's criticizing the Prince Juan Soto. Get the fuck out of here. And I mean that in the most friendly way. Like, give me a break with this nonsense. Give me a break. Then why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are you here commenting then? We can only comment and do stuff if we're gonna blow smoke up these people's asses? That's not what I do. That's not what I. Oh, now you don't want you on here. Okay, funny stuff. Funny stuff. Funny stuff. This is me, CP's dad. When am I gonna be on Blunt Thoughts?
Isn't it funny how Met fans are? If you say something, they take it so personally.
It's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy. But it's only with certain guys.
Sure, Lindor,
They'll give you
Soto.
a laundry list
Yeah, yeah, right, right,
of Pete Alonso deficiencies.
right.
But you
Hmm.
can't say anything about Francisco Lindor.
Never,
You can't say anything about Juan Soto.
never. Even Vientos.
But other guys you could destroy.
Absolutely.
Nah, man. Nah, I don't roll like that. Yeah, I support him, but it's about the METS.
That's right.
I root for the Neiman Front first.
A
Yeah.
hundred, a hundred.
I'm wearing the Gary Carter jersey. Yes, he's my favorite player. I was a kid. I was a kid.
Oh
That's
my
my favorite player in
God,
2025.
Frankie Montas.
Frankie Montas. Now, you know what? And I don't want to say favorite player, but someone who I enjoyed their season was Clay Holmes.
Okay, yeah, yeah, definitely.
What he did, what he was able to come out of, and everybody wanted to banish him to the bullpen after every start.
Right.
Then, yeah, no. Clay Holmes. Clay
Yeah,
Holmes is my favorite 2025 Met.
I can see that. I
Straight
can
up.
see it. I
He
can
had
see
himself a
that.
good year.
You think Peterson is going to be, or
I thought I liked Peterson too, and I came into the year, asking for Peterson to step up.
right?
Now, shout out to Anthony McCarron. Griffin Canning too, Ortiz. I was going to say Griffin Canning. You're saying that as a joke,
Yeah, we all
but
forget
I
about.
thought Griffin Canning until he got hurt.
Yeah,
And I know he was struggling there right before he got hurt, but I liked his attitude. I liked his fight.
he was great.
Like, I never really saw Griffin Canning pitch like that. Right? Who the hell watches the Angels? Give me a break,
Right,
right?
right.
But I don't know if you're joking or not, Ortiz. But nah, I liked Griffin Canning. I did. I enjoyed Griffin Canning. Now I forgot what I was gonna say before that, but no, Peter. Oh, I was gonna say shout out to Anthony McCarron, who in the preseason when I had him on and I talked about Peterson and needing Peterson to step up and be like an ace or whatever, and he was like, "Man, that'll be tough. Like it's a good option, and he should have a good year, but at the same time, he's gonna have to make a big innings jump to be that ace that you're talking about." Is what he told
Right,
me, and I think we saw how
right.
it played out. I think he was right.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of what happened with Peterson. He kind of tired out. He hit a wall and wasn't able to get over it. You know what I'm
couldn't get
saying?
out of it. Right, you're right.
But I think he had a good year. So listen, there's guys, but again, it's almost like last year, right? Like I said, like we had depth, but we had a lot of question mark. Every single one of these pitchers had question marks coming into last season, and
Right,
you could almost say the same thing again. Who the hell is Kodai Senga? Who's Sean Manaea? Is
right.
David Peterson the guy that we saw the end of 2024 and beginning of 25, or is he the guy that we saw way before that and the end of 25? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
and that's why, in my opinion, Nolan McLean, we think he could grow into an
Wow.
ace.
Exactly.
But do we want to come into the year with him being our unquestioned ace? Hell no.
No.
Hell no. I want to go out there and act like a big market team. But this is what I'm saying. Like, because some people will say, like, it doesn't matter what you do, you're not going to beat the Dodgers. So that's why I say, like, if you're David Stearns and you share in that line of thinking, then you don't go out there and spend money. You don't go out there and give out contracts. For what? I'm not going to beat the Dodgers anyways. Why am I gonna handicap myself? I'm going to keep building. And in 2 or 3 years, when I have my own crop of players that come up and I'm paying peanuts to, then I could go and invest and plug in where I need to and give it a shot then. I hope that's not what he's thinking.
Oh my God. Yeah. I could actually
But
see that. Yeah, I hope not either, but I could see it. Yeah.
and that's why I think like That's what I keep saying. It's time for tough decisions, and that's one of the decisions you got to make. Like, can I really go out there and make this a legitimate World Series contender? And
That's
of
the
course,
thing.
like,
That's the thing. That
you
is the thing.
know, who thought that the Blue Jays were a World Series contender in April and May?
Oh, of course. I mean,
Definitely not in spring training, right? When
exactly.
everybody was saying how stupid they were, how they're
Right.
mishandling Vladdy, how
Hmm.
nobody wants to go there, and why the
Yeah.
hell they signing Max Scherzer?
Right.
Ha
Right.
ha ha.
Yeah. The joke's on us, right? Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you never really know. But we're in a position that we should be able to put ourselves in position on paper. Nobody hates paper more than me when it comes to this crap.
Right.
But put ourselves in position on paper so that when you do get where it matters between the lines on dirt and grass, maybe you have a shot. That's what I'm looking for.
Right.
And that's what we thought that we got here. First when Steve Cohen bought the team. And then I don't know about you, Lisa, but before, we got to get a president of baseball person. We got to get president of baseball. The name that you mostly heard was David Stearns.
Yeah. For years, that's what you heard. We gotta wait
And then
for
people will say, well, what do you want,
wait for
Hector?
him.
That's who Steve Cohen wants. That's
That's
who
right.
he's waiting for.
That's what,
And what do you think he's not going to be able to do? Look what
right.
he's done in Milwaukee. And da 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 da. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, but he got to do it here.
Right.
He got to do it here. Well, here we are. What are you going to do, David Stearns? And stop freaking playing with us. Come out and say, you know what, guys? This is the honest truth. I don't think we're good enough. And it's going
Right.
to take a lot of work for us to get there. So give me 2 years. Give me 3 years, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. But we're going in a different direction and start trading all of these guys. Trade Nimmo, trade everybody. I don't give a damn.
Right. Yeah.
But at least we know. But
Exactly.
as long as you got some of these players on the team, I'm going to expect to win. And I'm going to expect you to make winning moves. No?
That's the way to go. Yeah. Honest. Isn't that the? I mean, I agree.
And I asked you, what is your outlook for the offseason? And I just went up off on another rant. So again,
No,
so we can
listen, I
get out
agree
of
with
here.
you. No, no, I totally agree with you. I just, like I said, the way they ended the season, I was, I don't care that they lost. It's the way they lost. You couldn't win one more game. You see that? That just bothers. That will always bother me. That will always bother me. And that's not a criticism to the Mets. I don't. It's not that I hate them. That's just
I
how
don't
could
know.
it.
I hate the 2025 Mets. I don't
I
give
know
a
you
damn who
do.
don't like it.
You always say that. You always. I know. I know. I
I
know
hate
that.
them
I know.
because they should have been better.
But I hope
Every
after.
single one of them.
I hope
Mendoza, Stearns, the
2026 is
players.
not going to be a continuation of that. That's the problem. I want something like wipe this, get a new book, start over. Like I don't want a continuation of it. That's what I'm afraid about. You know.
But how much was he involved? I'm sorry, Lisa, I see
Yeah.
this.
Go
How
ahead.
much was he really involved when he was a little whippersnapper learning? Yeah, he had some roles, but he also wasn't making final decisions. He also wasn't making the final decision on contracts and stuff like that. So yeah, and then you forget Milwaukee, but he wasn't the lead in Houston like he was in Milwaukee. And Milwaukee was the lead. And yeah, he's built some very good teams in Milwaukee. They've made the playoffs. They haven't won a World Series. He now has to show that he's able to do that here. Can't
Do you
knock what
think
he's done in Milwaukee. He left something good there. They were I think the best team on record, right? By record, right? On paper.
the time,
This
right?
season?
Yeah.
No, this year I think they ended up with the best record, didn't they? Or
Oh, this
close to
season?
it.
Okay.
Close to it. Like he left something good in Milwaukee. Nobody's denying that. But that is not helping me. That's not getting us what we want for the Mets to win a World Series. So it's about what job he does here. And so far, it's incomplete. We'll
That's right.
see. I'm not saying that he's done, right? The same way that I said yesterday, and I say you can't evaluate a player's contract based on one season.
Right.
we're not gonna evaluate based on two now. But this is not his third off season. It's time, in my opinion. It's time for David Stearns to go out there and show that he can operate.
Do you think he can? I mean, that's the $1 million
I don't
question.
know. I don't know. We'll find out. I hope
Yep.
he can. I hope he can, right? Listen, depending on how you talk to some people to say the only reason why Juan Soto and Pete Alonso are even here is because of Steve Cohen. Not if it was up to David Stearns, they wouldn't be here.
Yes, I've heard that too.
So that number one farm system, a lot of those guys were here before David Stearns. He didn't draft every single one of those guys. Did I do that? My bad, Kweisi. So, anyways. I apologize, Lisa.
No way. No, this has been. They take the oxygen out of us. It's only November. No. Oh my God.
My guy Ant with the comment of the night right here, straight up. This is the note that we're gonna leave on. Alex Cohen, her son, and grandpa had more to do with Soto coming here than Stearns. Absolutely.
I believe that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the crowd at Fan Fest
Yes.
at Amazing Day
Yep. Yep.
had more to do with Pete Alonso coming back
100%.
than David Stearns.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So there's that. There's that. On that note, Lisa, once again, thank you. I apologize that I get heated, but you know what?
No, that's your love. That's our love for
You've been to games with me, so you see this like live and in person.
That's
react.
The way Hector is on here is how I sit next to him.
I don't know how you sit next to me,
With
but
the
JSyck. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Lisa's one of the good ones that actually is able to put up with me seated next to her. And then sometimes I gotta tell Lisa, like, you know what, Lisa, you sit in two good seats, and like I can't, like, sometimes I gotta get out. I gotta go for a walk. I gotta get out in the ruckus. I gotta get out in the ruckus. Yeah, it'd be like, it's not getting up. I get loud, and then like, come on, guys, we're not in church.
Love you, Hector. They all love you. You'll be coming to games with me next year, definitely.
No.
We'll
I
be going
appreciate
nuts.
that. I appreciate that. But no, man, thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for everybody that joined us, everybody in the chat, all the comments, even M Easy. I'm not sure about Mets flicks. I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding. But yeah, man, thanks again, Lisa. And look forward to the games. Look forward to seeing you at the QBC. I'm pretty sure you'll be there.
I will be there.
And I plan on be there. Look forward to seeing Ant there and all that good stuff. And anybody else that's there. You know,
Thank
always
you so
fun to
much
go
for
there and
having
chop
me,
it up with
Hector.
the people.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. On that note, everybody have a good night. You already know what it is. Even though we hate the 2025 New York Mets, it is always, in my man Pete's words, LF mother and GM. I don't even know where I put the mother in there, but I just want to emphasize it is always let's go Mets. Everybody have a good night.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
Peace. Be good. Peace.
Full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club